a video for you.
自分の名前は浜田貴弘です。日本からデュエルリンクス部門の日本代表として来ました。リンクスのプレイヤー名はあれ丸です。自分が遊戯王カードを始めたのは小学校低学年ぐらいの頃で、そうですね、両親にカードパックを買ってきてもらったのが始めたきっかけですかね。思い出といたしましては、自分兄弟がいまして兄と一緒にやっていたんですけれども、自分が持っているカードで一番攻撃力が高いのが巨大な会長っていうカードで攻撃力が2000だったんですけども、兄が持っているカードで一番攻撃力が高いのがフレームケルベロスという攻撃力2100のカードで、ちょっといつもその攻撃力の差で負けてしまっていたのを覚えています。自分の性格特徴といたしましては、自分すごい人見知りをするんですね。ですね、初対面の人と話す時とかはすごい緊張してうまく喋れなかったりしています。で、例えば今とかもインタビュー中がすごい緊張してうまく喋れておりません。自分去年の大会に参加した際に、1日目予選ブロック中でお昼ご飯食べたんですけれども、ポカリセット1本だけでご飯が喉を通らなかったんですね。だから今年はちょっとちゃんとご飯を食べれるように頑張りたいです。去年の8月 WCS2018 年度の大会で、なぜか自分が優勝してできてしまってその時はすごい嬉しかったです。遊戯王以外の趣味としては、ボードゲームが趣味ですね。よくオンライン上でいろいろとボードゲームがオンラインで遊べるサイトとかがあったりするんですけれども、そういったサイトでボードゲームをやったりしております。そうですね、チャンピオンを守るというよりも、ただ自分が持っているのは今年も幸運の女神に愛されたいです。
And Takahiro will be dueling against Shuhei Kobayashi.
僕の名前は小林と言います。僕はずっとその攻撃力が高いモンスターが強いと思っていたんですが、ガジェットというデッキがありまして、でそのガジェットに当たった時、低い攻撃力ながら、蹂躙されまして、それがすごく記憶に残っています。今でも。今がちょうど大学院生なんですけど、ちょうど修士論文の中間発表がありまして、それはすごくチャレンジングでした。僕の一番今までで良かった思い出は、やっぱりこの大会に来れるのを決めた大会で、やっぱりこの大会に出るっていうことをずっと目標に子供の頃から思ってて、でそういう人もやっぱり周りにはたくさんいて、でもその中でやっぱり運よくここに来れるきっかけを得られたことが、僕はやっぱり一番の遊戯王のいい思い出ですかね。各地でっていうんですかね、ウィンドサーフィンがすごく好きで、よく外に出てやってますね。ウィンドサーフィンも遊戯王もすごく似ていて、やっぱり考えて勝つっていうところがすごく似通ってる気がしますかね。
Please welcome our duelists to the stage.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the World Championship 2019 here in Berlin. We are ready to throw down for the last time on Duel Links, and we have a titan of a match. We have Takahiro Hamada back to defend his championship title versus Kobayashi, the challenger.
Yeah, we've been talking about Takahiro all weekend. He was a monster last year, easily took down the World Championship, didn't lose a game.
The Avengers called this guy and said, hey, we need a Duel Links guy. That's how good he is.
He is the man, and he's here again trying to win 2 years in a row so he could come back and try to go for a third one. Made it all the way here to the finals. He's been playing really well all weekend. I can't wait to see what is going to happen here in this final. Kobayashi has also been playing very well. We featured both of them many times this weekend. This is going to be one heck of a match.
Oh, yeah. So what are you guys' thoughts on the game? Who do you believe is going to win?
I think it's going to be Hamada. He was indestructible last year. It was incredible to watch. He just dispatched people with such ruthless efficiency. And I wouldn't be shocked if we see more of the same this year.
He's kind of like a T1000. I think he's come back from the future just to win at Duel Links. This guy is insane.
For sure. So for those who don't know, Duel Links is a little bit of different format than the TCG players are used to. It's actually a best of 5, so the first player to win 3 games will be declared the champion. They have 5 different decks with 5 unique characters with 5 unique skills. 3 of the decks are standard decks, 2 of them are legendary decks. The legendary decks means that they have to use certain cards that the characters use in the show, like Kaiba, Blue Eyes White Dragon, Yugi, maybe Valkyrion or something along those lines. So it's pretty cool because you see a dynamic and you get to see different decks each game.
Yeah, mixing it up a little bit, and after you've won with a deck, you're not allowed to use it for the rest of the set, so there's always a strategic element of, do I take my best deck in first, or do I lead in with something I feel a little bit weaker, and then what's my opponent going to pick? Are they going to go strong first? It's difficult, right?
Yeah, picking which deck you pick is huge for the matchup against what you're facing. You can really determine the winner of the match.
It is a real mind game. Like, I don't know that I'd want to throw out my best deck first, right?
You maybe want to save
maybe get the middle of the road deck first. Just try to see what's in my opponent's head before I, commit, my best deck to something. But even if you lose the first one, you can still keep using that deck, can you not?
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And there's the thing. What if you win with your weaker deck first? Like, you get lucky, and then all of a sudden it's like, right, this is now very much downhill for me at this point.
Yeah,
so
or you just, even with your weaker deck, you just have that throwaway game. You can lose 2 games, so it's okay if your weaker deck loses because you're still in it. You have to win a total of 3 games to win the match.
So in some way, you kind of end up with a bit of an advantage when your opponent locks down one of their decks and you still have the full flexibility for the rest of the match.
And that's one of the neat things about Duel Links. I love this format because it really rewards knowledge of the entire card pool, the entire skill pool as well. So these players have to master not just one deck, but a number of them. And they'll have to know basically every deck that's viable.
Yeah, and the skill cards are crazy how much of an impact they actually have on the game.
Oh yeah, these cards are completed better because of the dual skill that the players are using. Players are getting ready to sit down at the duel table, but until then we can take a look at what decks they have that they are using. It looks like Kobayashi could be starting with the Shizu Ishtar, which is one of my favorite characters in the game. She has the dual skill Sealed Tombs, which prevents any players from banishing or summoning any monsters from the graveyard to the end of your opponent's next turn.
Sounds an awful like one Necro Valley.
It is similar, very similar.
One you can interact with.
Because it is a skill card. That's right. They aren't actual cards.
Yeah, they just happen.
Just abilities.
Yep, definitely.
Got some real exciting anime stuff there. Just character steps in and said, "No, I'm just adding text to my card." And you're like, "Wait, what? You can do that?"
It's not quite Stromberg level. That might be a little bit too much.
Yeah, that card was pretty crazy, to be honest. So you believe Shizu is going to be the leading deck for Kobayashi? How about from Hamada?
There you go.
Let's see what Hamada might be bringing here. Well,
Yeah,
the
the
classic
order-
6 Samurai deck.
The order is really challenging, but the 6 Samurai deck, I recall, is extremely strong.
Yeah, it has a good matchup against almost everything, except for maybe Blue Eyes, which is the Shizu deck that we might see here this weekend. But the biggest problem with Blue Eyes is if you go first with Blue Eyes, you go first and you only have 4 cards, you have a chance to just draw only Blue Eyes White Dragons and not be able to make a play for your first turn, which we've seen happen multiple times this weekend.
I remember last year we had the Toon World issue, or Toon Kingdom in that case.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
one player kept playing the Toon deck but never managed to get the card needed to play.
That was Tup Pup when he lost in the finals against Timmy for the first Duel Links World Championship.
Yep, that was
2
an
years
epic
ago.
match.
Yeah,
That's right,
time
that
is
was 2
flying,
years
right?
ago.
It all kind of bleeds together.
I know.
Yu-Gi-Oh fans across the world, it's time to duel.
All right, we are ready to begin the Duel Links World Championship Final 2019, sponsored by Cadris.
All right, it looks like Hamada will be going second. Using Crowler with the balanced dual skill. The balanced dual skill says that if you have at least 6 different copies of a magic or spell, monster, or trap card, that you will open up with a more balanced hand, like maybe 2 traps, 2 spells, and a monster.
Remember when we dueled during the entrance exam, Teach?
And Jaden Yuki probably using the dual skill that ties the binds, which for each monster on your side of the field, they will gain 100 attack. And yep, we do see the ties that bind 6 samurai. So the 6 samurai united is going to be activated here. And Shiin's dojo, this is the opening you want to see here from the 6 samurai.
Strong. This is a good start.
Got to get those monsters, though. Oh, double dojo.
Double dojo.
Does he have the level 4 monster in his hand?
I know you'll help me out. I summon a monster
He does.
in attack position.
It is. It's a Nishi.
Oh, it's a Nishi.
This is an ideal opening here from Kobayashi.
Create a continuous spell.
If you want a chance against the world champion, you're going to need a hand like this.
Yep. Dojo being activated is going to special summon the Fuma from his deck to the field.
You get a monster equal to the number of counters that it had.
Fuma being a level 1 tuner, it's just what he needs to be able to make a Shiin.
And take some more cards for good measures.
Another 6 samurai united.
I'm counting on you, buddy.
A synchro summon coming down here for Shiin. Shiin's so powerful, just being able to negate a spell or trap that your opponent activates once per turn, and having the Fuma in your graveyard to be able to protect it from being destroyed.
It's so obnoxious. And if it sits around for even more than one turn, you're just falling so far behind.
And it's really easy to forget about that secret 6 samurai Fuma effect in the graveyard as well.
Summon a monster.
Oh wow, this is huge that he drew
Kizan.
Kizan.
Oh, man.
Because now he gets to put enough counters on the dojo where he's going to be able to summon an Anishi from his deck, which is another interaction you'll be able to have during your opponent's turn to banish the 2 6 samurais from your grave to return a monster
Kobayashi is
on your.
not messing around.
For sure, is not.
That gets him to, that fills up the 6 samurai united as well, does it not?
Create a
Absolutely.
continuous spell.
He already had the counters to 2, but decided to summon the dojo first so he doesn't draw into that Anishi.
Right.
Thins his deck out a little bit more. Try to draw into a trap card.
So this was really going to test the mettle of Hamada now.
If anyone can break this
He just
board,
passes.
oh no.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot, I think, to do about this.
Set a card.
Looks like this strong opening from Kobayashi might be enough to take down Hamada here in game 1.
Let's bat.
Hamada just decides to let it go.
This is a Japan versus Japan matchup. Both players know what they're doing. Oh no. There's no
Hamada
Seer
just-
Karibo. This game is over.
Yeah, he's just not buying in. He takes a look at his hand and says, there's no way. That is the absolute perfect 6 samurai start. And Kobayashi takes game 1.
And he's now only 2 games away from winning the 2019 Duel Links World Championship here in Berlin.
So it looks like Kobayashi is a believer in putting your best foot forward first.
He comes out of the gate swinging.
Most definitely. Now, since this was a standard duel, the next duel will be between 2 legendary decks. Kobayashi has the pretty cool one. He has the Make of Tsunami legendary deck using Citadel Well and Jinx Undyne and Kriston monsters.
Nice. I don't believe we've seen that so far this tournament, right?
We didn't see it on day 1, but earlier today in the Top Cut, we've seen it a lot because Kobayashi was featured. And it's actually a really powerful deck, being able to synchro during your opponent's turn into the level 5 Kriston synchro, which puts opponent's monster in defense mode. And then you can lead up into the big level 9 synchro that requires 2 tuners and 1 non-tuner, but banishes 3 cards from your opponent's side of the field with 3,000 attack, 3,000 defense, and it's just fantastic. And on top of that, you still have the Citadel Well option, which is just a fantastic card that gives you the Sea Stealth attack, which is just so hard to deal with in Duel Links.
Yeah, it definitely puts your opponent in a high-pressure situation when they have to deal with that on top of everything else going on.
But it looks like he is going to save that deck, and we do have a Yu-Gi-Moto versus Yu-Gi-Moto mirror match. We can expect both of these duels to be using Alpha, Beta, and Gamma, the Magnet Warrior combo.
This will be incredible. This is my fight, and my fight alone.
Using cards like Berserkion. We're both using 30 cards and cards like that, Grassless Greener. So in the mirror match here, it's important to queue up with the same deck, making your opponent's grasses almost worthless. We see Gamma coming down, and Gamma's going to let him special summon a monster from his hand.
I special summon a monster.
Kobayashi decides to start with Alpha, the
And this is
Electromagnet
huge.
Warrior.
This is an ideal opening. Gamma into Alpha. Alpha's going to be able to search the Berserkion from his deck and add it to his hand. And all of the new Magnet Warriors with the effects have also the cool effect during your opponent's turn. You can tribute them off and special summon a Magnet Warrior from your deck to the field.
And this starts filling up your graveyard for the Berserkion a little bit later, filling your deck out.
Oh no, yeah, normal summoning a beta is not the way you want to start this game. So things aren't off to a great start here for Hamada, but he does have the 2 face down cards.
And we see the ties that bind again.
Pretty solid dual skill.
My monster's effect activates.
So he's going to use the Gamma effect to tribute off to special summon probably a Delta here from his deck. Yep, we see Delta come down, and when Delta summons, he's going to be able to send any Magnet Warrior from his deck to the graveyard. And Delta also has that bonus effect. If it is sent to the graveyard and you can banish 3 Magnet Warriors besides itself, you can special summon Valkyrion from your deck to the field.
My monster attacks. I knew you'd do that. My monster's effect activates.
So he's going to try and attack the Alpha now. The Alpha's going to use its effect to tribute off to special summon. Yep. Yugi said it best. Special summon a monster from his deck. Another Delta the Magnet Warrior.
I end my turn.
Just forcing Hamada to pass.
Yep, because if you were to attack it, you'd be able to banish his 3 magnets from his grave and summon Valkyrion. Oh wow,
And
Beta, that's a one of.
Monster's effect activates.
That completes a set right there that Kobayashi needed.
Beta able to search for any magnet warrior from his deck, so he's going to grab Alpha. Alpha being really strong to be able to search for Berserkion, and here comes the first Berserkion.
Banishing all 3 for the mighty Berserkion.
Activate Berserkion's effect, banish to destroy the face down card. And he's going to be able to do it again. Banish, destroy your other face down. Put my monsters into attack mode. If Hamada doesn't have a Seer Karibo here, things just end very quickly.
He's hurting real bad right now.
Oh man, Kobayashi off to such a strong and swift start. After these attacks, he'll be 1 game away from becoming the 2019 Duel Links World Champion, taking down arguably the best Duel Links player in the world. I don't know if it's much of an argument.
This is like an underdog story. It's crazy. Kobayashi just dominating those first 2 games. Not even close.
Just
Game
like
2.
that. Kobayashi 1 game away from dethroning Hamada.
I wonder if Hamada's just taking it easy and now he's like, okay, now I'm going to show up.
You got to make it a show. You
Just
know?
giving himself a handicap?
He could be. He's the kind of guy that would do that.
I don't know about that. That's a little risky for the finals, don't you think?
It would be a little risky, but think of the story.
Yeah, yes. All these people watching
Just goes
here
home
and
and
at
says,
home.
yeah, planned. Actually planned.
So since that was our legendary duel, we're going back to the standard decks duel. I see what the duelists might be picking up. I'm assuming that Kobayashi is going to go with Sartorius and the Master of Destiny dual skill. It's one of the most powerful decks in Duel Links right now. This dual skill says, well, let's see who they pick before I let you know what the dual skill does, but I'm pretty sure he's going to pick this deck because I think it's the best deck. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's going with Sartorius. So the Master of Destiny dual skill, if you have 5 different cards in your deck with different names, unique cards, that have the effect of flipping coins, the first 3 coin flips you have for your game in your match will all be heads, guaranteed. So cards like Cup of Ace become really good. The Desperado Barrel Dragon will guarantee be able to flip 3.
And then the Loomis and Umbra deck, that uses the light and dark skill.
Yep, so if he has a light monster in his hand, he'll be able to swap it out for a dark, and dark, he'll be able to swap for a light. And he's using 6 samurais with that dual skill. So here he goes, using the light and dark. Now, Ludus Umbra are newer characters to Duel Links, but have been highly impactful, with every dual skill they have being almost one of the best ones in the game.
All right, and so he swaps out Inishi for Legendary Secret of the 6 Samurai.
Here comes Sheen's Dojo. Sheen's Dojo is so powerful it had to be semi-limited in the game. And the semi and forbidden list or limited list is a little different in Duel Links. If a card's limited to 2, you can only use up to 2 copies in your deck of any card that's semi-limited.
And you can only use 1 card off the limited list as well.
Yep, the same way.
Yeah, forcing players to make really tough choices in deck building.
Here comes an ideal opening to Synchro Summon for Sheen.
Summon a monster.
Now, if he doesn't have a Keyzon in his hand, he won't be able to get that. He'll be able to get that Inishi by specifying the Keyzon and having 4 counters on the dojo. If not, he could also send the dojo away just to summon a Fuma from his deck to the field. And if his opponent tries to destroy that Sheen, he can destroy the Fuma instead. Fuma's effect will trigger, special summon the Inishi from his deck, and he'll have the Inishi for the bounce, which just looks like what we might be seeing here. So it's kind of just like another layer of protection. Yep, here comes the Fuma.
There she is.
This looks like a strong start from Hamada.
And another face down, and that's it. Hamada's like, this is what I got to do. Even though he's down 2-0 here in the finals, you can see he seems unfazed and stoic and ready to defeat his opponent. If anyone can make this comeback, it's definitely Hamada. Time Wizard!
And it's going to work.
It is guaranteed to flip and guaranteed to work. And it's head. It's going to destroy all his opponent's
it's his
monsters.
lucky day.
Destroys both his monsters, just like that. But the Fuma effect will trigger when it's destroyed. And he'll be able to get that Inishi from his deck to the field. If he chooses Inishi. Or he could probably just go with, it is going to be Inishi.
He does go with Inishi, yeah.
And Cup of Ace. So the dual skill lets the first 3 all be heads. So since he still has the 2 extra heads, it's guaranteed he's going to flip 2 and draw 2 cards here.
And I do love how they do the rotating card animations for Sartorius like they were in the GX anime.
Yeah, it's really cool. There's a lot of like little details that are in Duel Links that are just fantastic. That make it such a great game. Oh, so we see the dual wield coming down.
Dual wield.
As long as he has only one face-up attack, which is 6 Samurai Monster, he'll be able to bounce 2 cards on his opponent's side of the field back to the hand. So he sends both the back rows back and sets the spell and trap card face down, and Anishi's going to take down this Time Wizard.
It's not quite as aggressive as I'm used to seeing out of 6 Samurai.
Yep, sometimes you got to deal with the Time
like
Wizard.
dual wield 2 more monsters, I win.
Yep, dual wield is such a strong trap card, especially in Duel Links.
Yeah, much reduced life points. The damage is so much higher in this format.
All right, this is Hamada's, his tournament life is right here on this Anishi. Is it going to be a Bomber Spider? Oh, Twin Barrel Dragon. This won't be guaranteed, so it's up to...
Yeah, you only get the first heads.
Yep, let's see if he gets to get 2 heads. Only one. But it is a dark machine that will be able to destroy itself by attacking the Anishi. And if he has a Desperado Barrel Dragon in his hand, he'll be able to special summon it. Since the dark machine was destroyed. And we do see the Desperado Barrel Dragon coming out here.
I shall play this. I special summon a monster.
Here comes Desperado Dragon. That is one powerful card.
Yeah, it's 2,800 attack, and during the battle phase, you can flip 3 coins, and for each heads, he gets to destroy that many monsters on his opponent's side of the field. And if he flips all 3 heads, he also gets to draw a card. So it has a quick effect that can actually interact during your opponent's turn.
Yeah, it's powerful that you can just summon it during the battle phase like that. Clearing out the field and getting the damage in.
It is one of the best cards that has ever been released in Duel Links, for sure. Oh man, this isn't looking good for Hamada.
Just a T set.
Hopefully the monster set is a Fuma, but it would be the 3rd Fuma. Going to battle phase. Is it the 3rd Fuma?
My monster attacks.
It
It is the 3rd Fuma.
So the Fuma is going to be able to special summon Nishi from his deck again. So hope is not completely lost for Hamada, but bouncing the Desperado Barrel Dragon back to the hand isn't the greatest because he'll be able to summon itself again. But he has to do what he can. This is his tournament on the line.
What would you guess the face down monster is? Probably a Blast Spider, right?
Yeah, probably a Blast Spider. Maybe a Dekoichi.
The little train that draws more cards.
That Battle Enchanted Locomotive. It's interesting he decided to set the Unite as a bluff instead of having it face up already, but he decides to activate it here. Draws keys on, I'm assuming. Yeah, we kind of get a little hint by the character lines of what's going to come down.
Destiny laughs at you.
Oh, Desperado Barrel Dragon is blocking out
Is it
the
Treacherous Trap Hole?
card there.
Trap activates.
Oh, it's Dust Tornado. Destroying the 6
Okay.
Samurai United. So Hamada's going to have to use the Anishi effect here just to bounce the Desperado Barrel Dragon. So he could bounce it back to the hand, attack the monster. If it's a Dark Machine, it would just come down and he'll be able to use the effect to destroy his monster. So he doesn't want that to happen. So we might just see a straight to the end phase here for Hamada. Heads up play. Because now he has a chance if Kobayashi summons the Desperado anytime before his battle phase, like maybe during main phase 1, the Anishi will be able to bounce it back to the hand and just kind of delay and just so maybe get enough attacks in there to reduce his life to 0.
So Hamada needs to drag this out a few more turns.
Yep, he's doing what he can with what he has. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Paleozoic Canadian.
Candina.
Putting Anishi, decides to put the keys on face down.
Because you do need another 6 Samurai
Choo
face
choo,
up.
here he comes, Koichi!
Dekoichi. Blast from the past. The Battle Enchanted Locomotive drawing a card here. Is it going to be the Bomber Spider?
It is. It's Blast
Blast
Spider.
Spider.
Monster's effect activates.
Activates the effect. Destroys a Dark Machine to destroy an opponent's monster. And since the Dark Machine was destroyed,
Monster's effect.
he gets to summon that Desperado Barrel Dragon from his hand.
I shall play this.
Forms a chain that he
Kobayashi's
knows.
looking
This
excited.
is it. He's got
He
it.
knows
He
this
knows
is
he's
it.
got it.
This
Kobayashi,
is it.
he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
He's going to take down Takahiro Hamada 3-0 and win the Duel Links
He's sweeping him.
2019 World Champion.
He's sweeping him.
What a fantastic
Unbelievable.
final.
Somebody finally puts Hamada down. That's insane. And it was a sweep, a 3-0 sweep.
Fantastic. Yeah, still coming in second place is a huge feat. Winning the previous year and coming second the next year, that shows that he has to be one of the best, if not the best, Duel Links player in the world. But on today, Kobayashi is now the new world champion.
Kobayashi, great work. That was incredible.
It really, really was.
Congratulations, Kobayashi.
Top man, taking it down. Have some confetti.
The Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links 2019 World Champion, Shuhei Kobayashi. You're very, very welcome. How are you feeling?
I'm very lucky.
Well, congratulations. Another round of applause. Well done, well done. Please leave that over there. Also, we would like to ask I'm here to inform you that we'll take another 10-minute break, but right after that, please come right back as we continue for our World Championship. Thank you so much.